Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a little bit of a chit chat, get ready with me. I'm currently actually heading out to go meet with my friend and we're going to have breakfast. I've been craving avocado toast and matcha. Like I haven't had matcha in so long, but I thought I would sit down and film my look and just chit chat with you guys because I haven't done that in a while. I think the last chit chat, get ready with me I did was probably like last November, last December. It was ages ago. So I just thought we would bring that back. So yeah, I don't want to keep this intro too long because we got a lot of talking to do and our face to beat. So let's just dive into this look. So I already did my brows off camera and did my skincare prep just to save on time. I'm thinking of using two different palettes today because each palette has shades and shadows that I want to use for this look. So the first palette I'm gonna go in with is the Poison Garden palette, and this has like all these beautiful matte shades. As you guys can see, it's just a really beautiful palette. But then I'm gonna go in with this Cutie palette right here just to use this shimmer shade right here just because it's so pretty, guys. I've been dying to use it. But first we're gonna dive in with that Poison Garden palette. So I'm gonna use this shade right over here and it's called Honey. It's like this beautiful, like, I don't know, I would say like light brown, but it's giving me pumpkin spice vibes, okay? So I'm just gonna go in with my NYX number 16 brush and I'm gonna start to work that on to my lid. Guys, ever since I came back from New York, or even while I was there, my skin was just a hot mess. No, like seriously guys, it was so bad. I was getting so much like heat rash all over my face, all over my forehead. I still have a lot going on, but it's not as bad as how it was when I got here. It was so brutal. So I was freaking out at that point. Like when I came back, I was like, oh my god, like I have to go back into like filming videos for you guys, stuff like that. I was like very insecure of like how my skin was. So I didn't end up filming or doing any makeup looks for like a whole week when I came back because I was like, I need to give my skin some time to breathe. At first, you know, my mom was telling me you need to get a facial, and I was like, you know what, no, I got all these skincare products on my trip. I'm gonna nurse my face back to health. Like I've done this before and it should be fine, it should be okay. Like we should not have any problems.
Child, lies, honey.
Because I've nursed my face back to health for like little seasonal changes, you know, when the weather is flip-flopping all over the place, and that's normally very easy to recover from. I have my normal routine, I know what I need to do. I always go to sleep with like, you know, fresh aloe vera gel and I'll just apply it over my whole face, and by the time I wake up the next day, or if I do that for like 2-3 days in a row, my face is cleared. Like I have no texture, it's clear and back to normal. So I've been doing that lately and it hasn't been working. Now I'm at a point where it's like I need to give up and just go ahead and get a facial sometime this week. Like I really need to because it's getting worse. Like I woke up this morning and I'm starting to get like some red bumps. They kind of look like pre-pimple stages, and I don't get acne. I don't really get pimples often. I only get like a pimple here and there when it's like that time of the month, you know what I mean? So now I'm just like, I need to take my L and just get a facial. Ooh, how pretty is this shade though? I don't know why it's giving me major fall vibes. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I spent a day with Fresh while I was in New York. They gave me a lot of products to test out. So right now I'm actually testing out only using their skincare. Like I'm only using their skincare morning and night. So I can give you guys maybe a review like 3 weeks from now. So it should be like a month then. And I'll let you guys know what I think about it. I'll film a whole video for you guys about that. I've been loving their rose face mask. It's infused with real rose petals and it hydrates and tones. So I've been like, okay, my face is clearly dehydrated. It's getting all rashy. Hydrate and tone. Perfect. That's exactly what I need. And surprisingly, it's been really working well. Like the whole week that I told you guys that I didn't film, I've been masking with this every single day because they mentioned to us that you can use the face mask literally every single day. My logic behind it was like, you know what? With how bad my face is, if these products work, then that's how I know they're really, really good skincare. So that was my logic behind it. That's not as realistic. You know what I mean? Like there's only so much skincare can do. If your skin is really, really bad, you definitely need to stop everything you're doing and get a facial. I've also been really obsessed with their Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner, but that's because I don't know if you guys have watched my skincare videos before, but I always talked about how I always used to use rose water as a toner anyways, so I already knew this was gonna be a favorite of mine and I've been really loving that so far. So those are my top 2 faves from them right now, but then again, I'm gonna keep you guys posted, so look out for that. Maybe in like 3 or 4 more weeks, I'm gonna give it like a really good test before I tell you guys how I feel about it. Basically, my skin is in shambles after that really long rant. My skin is in shambles. shambles, and pray for me guys because it's pretty bad. Okay, so for today's eye look, I want it to be very simple. I don't want to be doing too much because first of all, one, it's early in the morning, and two, I want to go for a very, easy eyeshadow look and a very bold lip. That's the vibe I'm feeling like. I feel like doing, a very dark chocolate lip. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take this Nabla pointed crease brush, and then I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's like a very dark brown. But I'm gonna go in with a very light amount because I don't want it to be, too intense. I don't even know how to pronounce this because I'm not Italian. Nabla is an Italian brand. I think it's Adagio. Don't drag me if I don't know because I actually have no idea how to pronounce this. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up some of that, and this video is not sponsored by them. I just been loving their brushes. Their brushes are fire. Like, I wasn't expecting to love them that much, and the eyeshadow palettes are really, really good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start working that into my crease and just start to add some definition. And then I'm just gonna go back in with my NYX number 16 brush, and I'm just gonna blend it out so I don't have any harsh lines. So I think that looks really good. I feel like it's kind of subtle, it's not too much. Now, if you really want to keep this super subtle, you could just go in with a matte shade that kind of looks similar to this and clean it up, and you'd be good with the eyes, and that'd be a super soft eye look. But since, I'm trying really hard to stay away from a matte because I did a matte in the last video, and I've been kind of obsessing over matte eyeshadows lately. I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna go in with the Cutie palette, and I'm gonna take this shimmer shade right over here, and it's called Glorious. And then I'm just gonna take my Sigma E59 brush, and I'm just gonna start to pick that up and start packing it on my lid. So what I love about this shimmer shade, it's like a nude gold basically. I felt like it would be perfect for this look because it's not too intense. It kind of keeps your eyes soft like how I wanted to, but at the same time you still get a little bit of sparkle. So now I'm gonna go back into that Poison Garden palette, and I'm gonna go back into that dark brown shade, and I'm just gonna intensify that crease a little bit, just because when we put on the shimmer shade, it obviously, is not as clean and sharp as I want it to anymore. So we're just gonna redefine that. Okay, so I'm happy with how the eyeshadow looks right now. So I'm gonna go in with some liner, and we're gonna create a really nice wing liner. I haven't done that in so long, so I'm excited to do a wing for today. And I'm gonna be using my NYX Matte Black liquid liner. You guys already know this is my favorite liquid liner. So this part, I'm just gonna speed through it because guys, when it comes to my wing liner, I need like intense focus, okay? If you don't focus while you're doing your wing liner, it could go extremely left, and then your whole eyeshadow is done, and then everything is canceled. So I'm just gonna go ahead and speed through this. So now I'm gonna go in with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I was obsessed with this for a good hot minute, and then, new launches, new products, you start to forget about your old phase. So now I'm like, okay, you know what? Today, I'm gonna bring back the old primer, and then I'm gonna use the Milk Makeup Foundation as well. This is their Blur Liquid Matte Foundation, and even though it's a matte foundation, it actually looks really nice and beautiful on my skin. Like, it's crazy, but it works, so I'm not gonna question it. I'm gonna take a drop of cinnamon, and I'm gonna mix it with caramel because cinnamon was like my good summer shade when I was really tan. But yeah, the tan has faded away a little bit. So I'm gonna mix a little bit of caramel to find that perfect shade. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use that with my Fenty Beauty Blender. I hope this is a good match. Yeah, actually, it looks pretty perfect. I feel like that's a perfect match, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. And I'm gonna take the time to really blend it out because I don't want it to be super cakey and thick because, like I said, I'm just going out for breakfast with my friend. Something about me that you guys probably don't know is I really hate being late, or I really hate making other people wait. Like, it's just one of my biggest pet peeves. Sometimes it happens, I get it, there's nothing you can do, if you're running late, it is what it is, but I just feel really bad. If I'm running late to something on my own, I did that to myself, you know what I mean? I played myself. But when I'm playing with other people's time, I just feel really guilty, so I try my best to, be out when I say I'm gonna be out to meet with my friends, you know what I mean? As you guys can see, the coverage on this foundation is so beautiful. So I was first going in with the front side of the Fenty Beauty Sponge, and now to like really blend it out and sheer it out, I'm gonna go in with the bottom and just really take the time to blend it. I just finished watching Jackie Aina's video with Halima, and guys, I was cracking up. Did you guys see that video? I've never seen two people make a video together that was so organic. I hope they make more videos together in the future because that was hilarious. And honestly, I was low-key sitting there and I was like, you know what? I'm so proud of us Somali girls right now. There's so many, influencers right now who are more Somali girls that are coming out, whether it's, you know, makeup, whether it's a vlogging channel, whether it's fashion, whether it's, you know, a family channel with their kids and their husband. Like, there's so many different ratios of Somali success right now, and I feel like this generation in general are not playing games. Like, we are coming out for success, you know, we're coming out to follow our dreams. I kind of feel like more of our generation now is pursuing, you know, their passion, pursuing careers that are more artistic, because if you grow up in a Somali household, most of the time they expect you, you know, to get your education, get your degree, and then pursue a career in something like medicine, or become a lawyer, or become a nurse, or become a teacher, or become, you know, things that have stability. They want to make sure that their kids never have to worry about finances, which is rightly so. That's what parents should do, is set you up for success, right? But now I've been seeing a lot of youth going into, whether it is photography or whether it is, you know, influencing, or actually starting their own businesses, becoming entrepreneurs, poets, different things that, you know, it's not the traditional route, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna go ahead and get a little more for my forehead. Like, I don't know, I just feel like in general I'm really proud of Somali success right now for both boys and girls. I kind of feel like my forehead's a little lighter than the rest of my face. I might be tripping out, but just in case, I'm gonna apply a little bit of that darker foundation just in case. Even though with most of my forehead I go in with some bronzer anyway, so I should be straight, but you know, I'm not gonna be caught slipping in these streets, okay? So I think I'm good with that. Like I said, I'm gonna leave the outer areas for my bronzer, and I'm gonna go ahead with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I'm just gonna take some of that underneath my eyes. Okay guys, so I just went ahead and set my under eyes off camera with my Laura Mercier setting powder, and then now I'm just going in with my bronzer, and I'm just using my Cover FX bronzer just because your girl is running late. How did I say I'm filming this like a full hour and a half ahead of time and I'm still running late? What is my life? Now I'm just gonna go ahead and contour my nose really quickly. So another video that I just finished recently that I really loved is by Shahid. She was talking about how, you know, getting used to or getting more comfortable with the art of saying no and feeling less guilty about it. And I've completely related to that so hard, just because I feel like as I'm starting to get older now, I'm learning to feel less guilty about saying no if I can't make it to things. Like, even let's say with friends, if your friends ask you to go hang out this weekend, let's go hang out next weekend, and I have a lot of things to do, I'm definitely more comfortable with saying no, I'm sorry, I can't make it. Like, I gotta film. No, I can't make it. I gotta do this. No, I can't make it. I gotta do this with my family. I gotta take care of my little brother. I gotta help my little brother study for school. Gotta help my little brother do a project. Like, things like that. Like, I'm getting more comfortable with saying no, whereas I feel like when I was younger, you feel like, oh man, I don't want to miss that. I don't want to miss out on the moments. I want to hang out with my friends. No matter what I have to do, you put yourself last, kind of thing. Or even with general things, like, I'm just so much more comfortable with saying no. Like, I can't do it. Like, even when it came to like a work setting, like if like a manager would say like, can you stay overtime, when I was a lot younger, like when I was like 19 or whatever, and it was like my first year of uni and I first started working, I was like, yeah, I don't mind staying overtime, blah blah blah, knowing damn well I have an essay or like an exam to study for, but I would stay overtime because, you know, I wanted to look good in the manager's eyes. And now, like, as I started getting older, I'm like, you know what, no, if I can't do it. Or if they need you to do a task that's kind of not within your job description. Working in retail while you were young, you would get finessed. I don't know why. It's because they think you're young and dumb and they try to finesse you. But like after a while, I was like, no, actually, I don't need to do that. Like, it's not in my job description. I'm gonna say no.
Bye, Felicia. Come on, let's go.
I feel more comfortable with putting myself first, because then later on I'm gonna have regrets. I'm gonna be like, you know what, I didn't end up doing this because I tried to make that person happy. I didn't end up doing this for myself because I was trying to put that person first. And sometimes it's okay to not put someone else first, because if you're not happy and you're not okay, then like, how do you expect to radiate that happiness towards others? You know what I mean? Like, so that's just where I'm at lately. So for highlight, I'm gonna go in with my favorite ColourPop highlight. And this was part of the Disney Evil Queens collection, and I literally use it every day, guys. I'm obsessed with this golden highlight. I'm just gonna go ahead and take some of that, just a little amount. As you start to get older, like, guys, I'm hitting 25 in December. Like, I'm genuinely shook. It's kind of making me like low-key think about everything that I want to have done by the end of that 25 year. Like, what are my goals for myself? Okay, now I'm hitting 25. I'm hitting my later 20s, you know what I mean? It's not time to just, you know, socialize all the time with your friends and stuff like that, because I kind of feel like the more you're socializing, and this is just me, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but I feel like the more socializing you do and the more you're always spending time with your friends, that takes away from you building yourself. You know, other people, they go out after they're done doing doing what they have to do. You know what I mean? They put themselves first too. Cut down the over socializing and put yourself first. And that's the most accurate thing, because like I even learned that when I was in university, is the fact that like, you know, when friends text you saying like, hey, what are you doing tonight? What are you doing tomorrow night? That's because they had an exam like 3 days before. They're chilling. You have an essay due tomorrow. You're not chilling. You should not be going out with them, but you end up doing it because it's your friends. You want to hang out with your friends. You know what I mean? So now as I'm starting to get older, I'm like, you know what? No. Just like how everybody else in this world, to be completely blunt, is out for themselves and is trying to achieve, you know, stability and success for themselves, you have to be able to tell your friends like, hey, I know you're free at this time to hang out, but I'm not. I got things to do. Let me talk to you later. Let's plan something on a day that works for the both of us. You know what I mean? Because as you start to get older, like I can go a whole month of not seeing my best friend and then we can hang out and it will be like no time has passed. You know why? Because that's like adulting 101. Like you have to put your life first and do what you're doing first. Right now you're young. This is when you're supposed to grind for your future, because how I see it as is like, I don't want to spend my 30s still grinding for my future. I want to spend my 30s comfortable, right? So that means I gotta put in the work now in my 20s to be where I need to be in my 30s. Your 30s is very, very young. So you want to enjoy life then, whether it's financial stability, whether it's mental and emotional, you know, happiness and health and wellness. You want to achieve all of those goals so that you can really enjoy life. So now that I'm getting older, I'm just like, okay, you know what, Jasmine, this is what you got to do. You got to have a schedule for yourself. You got to do this, you got to do that. Every day should be a day that you're working towards your goal. And that's something I'm implementing with myself right now, just because I feel like, you know, life is short. You can have talent, you can have a passion, but there's always going to be someone who's going to outwork you. I saw it on Jackie Aina's Instagram stories where she was saying like, talent isn't everything, you know, hard work is. Your work ethic is what gets you places. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set my face with my Too Faced Hangover Setting Spray, just because my skin is a little dry and I kind of want that moisture. And then for mascara, I'm gonna go in with that CoverGirl Full Spectrum Lash Ambition Mascara. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. Now for lashes, I'm gonna go ahead with my Velour Feeling Myself lashes. They're glam, but they're not too much, and I kind of feel like I don't want an extremely crazy lash for today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my lash glue on it. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but my go-to lash glue is either the Velour one or this Duo, which honestly, I mainly use the Duo one. I really love how it lasts all day. While that is, you know, getting tacky, we can go ahead and apply our lipstick. Now for lipstick, I really wanna go for a dark brown, you know, fall vibe lipstick. So I'm gonna see if this MAC lipstick goes with the vibe that I'm looking for. If not, I'm gonna switch it out. But this is MAC's satin lipstick and it's in the shade Photo. As you can see, this lipstick has been loved. It's on its last leg. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, I'm so happy with this lipstick. This just reminded me I need to restock on this lipstick for fall, because this is why I loved it so much. It's literally the perfect dark chocolate brown, but at the same time, it's very hydrating on the lips. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just plop on my lashes. I feel like they're tacky enough, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I just went ahead and plopped on my lashes, and this is the final look. Super subtle eyes and a bold lip, perfect for this season. I really hope you guys enjoyed this whole get ready with me. Let me know if you guys are into this kind of like open talks. Let me know in the comment section below. We can do a whole poll on Instagram and we can have topics and go from there, or advice that you guys may need on certain things, because I definitely want to be able to communicate with you guys better and, you know, just talk about things with you guys more and be more open with you guys here. You know what I mean? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to join the family, and like always, I'll see you guys in my next video.